We're up here. Come on. Talk.
Shalom, this is the I.S.U.P.K, started off 125th Harlem, New York, under the direction of Commanding General YAHANNA. This is a sub-branch in the UK, 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. The class tonight is called The Gospel Must Be Taught. And Amausa. Greetings to the brother, Yahweh Shem Yashai Barakatham. To the sister, Yahweh Shamar Athan, Yahweh Shamar Yahathan, Bashim Yahweh Shai. And those one line, we are welcoming you to drop in any question you want. And those bastards of a Gentile who like to fling a stone in the thing and run away, come on. Stay steady now. If you want to join a group, then let's have a good debate. We can set up a day. We provide you refreshment. Don't worry about that. Because right. We know you Gentiles are always hungry anyway. So come into the school and we can always organize a proper debate for you. All right? So don't just fling in a question and run like Bob Marley do. Yeah? Come. Anyway, this is a class and we're going to start with the gospel must be taught. Because if I use the word preach, it's so like I'm one of those pig pastors who rob you of your little benefits in the offering plate. So we don't want your benefits here. We just want you to come, find out the truth, and then at least your blood won't be on our shoulder when you come and you know the truth. Because all we do is speak the truth and we use the Holy Bible. Yeah? The Holy Bible. We don't use our own opinion because that is just ignorance. And you know, our opinion can be swayed sometimes. Because you might think you have a strong point when somebody come with a better, stronger point that makes more sense than yours. So the feelings thing, we don't go with that. We go by the records. And the records is the Holy Book that was given to our people, no other nation. And you see what the other nation they do? They take our records and they water it down, they plagiarize it, and then they say our records is corrupt. So why would you plagiarize our record then and then turn around and say corrupt? That means that your record is corrupt, because you would know about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You would know about the 12 tribes if it wasn't for our records. And remember, the Bible was only given to our people. God has never spoken to any other nation. The last Gentile he have a conversation with was Cain, when Cain killed Abel. And he tell him, any man kill him shall face a judgment 7 times. So when Cain ran away to the land of Nod, that was it. God never had anything more to say to him when they're going to face his judgment. Now, as I say, the gospel must be taught. Right? So we can use Matthew 24, verse 14. So let's get into Matthew 24, verse 14. 24, 14.
Come on. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Matthew 24, 14. 24,
Matthew 24,
14.
14. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Right. The gospel must be taught. Okay? And it was only because when don't get carried away when you say in all the world. Remember why it was preached in all the world. Our people scattered in all nations. That's why we come up with all different kind of tongues speaking. And that's where you get lost in the church again, when these tongue speaking thing, when everybody babaloo back, and some are flick over upon themselves and all kind of convulsion are going on at the church, and then they have to pay a pastor now if tell you all that kind of lie and bringing all that kind of demons on you. Right? Because there's nowhere in the Bible that says this, so you're dropping on the ground and convulsion and flicking over like fish out of water and all of those things. That nowhere in the Bible. You understand? The last person who tried those things was those rogue Jews in the book of Acts 19. And they were all beaten by the demons and they wounded and they have to run away naked. So I don't know why, if those demons lose empowerment, they can beat you and tear off on the clothes and run on away at the church too. Because now I come with a gospel where now have nothing to do with the Bible. It's all a prosperity gospel. So let me go back over it. Matthew 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So if you don't realize that we are in end times now, with all of them wars and rumors of wars and wars going on, and guess what? The prime real estate is under serious siege by that fake ass Netanyahu, not a Jew. Yeah? That nasty looking, I don't even know, kind of that little leprosy looking thing. Yeah? Up there making a kind of like he's the one calling the shots. The Mosai is the one directing all of this, and he don't even know that he's gonna have to live there by noonday. So when Matthew 24 verse 14 tell you that this gospel shall be preached, it's only because our people are scattered into all nationwide as to be preached in the world. God never give his record to no other people. All right. So if you go to Psalms 147 verse 19, we shall show you that God never under any time gave this record to any other nation, because he don't care about the other nation. He care about you, the 12 tribe of Israel, and that is why the gospel must be preached in the world.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Unto Israel, the 12 tribe. If you hear the word Israel or hear the word Jacob, it's still talking about the 12 tribes. Okay? So don't get it twisted when your pastor tell about everybody can be saved. Saved from what? We are the one need to be saved. Number one, we lost our identity. Number two, everything was taken from us. Number three, we are the nation, not desire. So guess what? What are we? Aren't we the people need to be saved? What are the other nation going to be saved from? Themselves? Come on, man. Don't get it twisted anyway. Because we lost our identity. We lost our heritage. And all the other nation is reveling into our heritage, shaking it in our face, right? And telling us we are nobody. And they use their bastard kids to tell us that, oh, you are better than them. How can you better than the chosen people? God don't even care about who, much less to want to compare yourself to us. We are here for a reason, and our reason is to beat you back. And I can't wait to start putting chains on your people, you know, because what you done to us and still doing to us today, it's still going to become to you in double portion for you. So guess what? Now get yourself all too hyped up and think that your kingdom is going to last. So let's go to Matthew 18 verse 20.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Right. So God is in the midst of Israel. Right? 2 or 3 of us are gathered here. God is here with us. He never tell us that he even care about the other nation. So why are you people even taking it on yourself, talking about, oh, God love everybody? It is not biblical. It's not scriptural. It's not prophetic. So it won't happen in the future. It is only for Israel that he cater for. Right? And don't get yourself in a fit. Right? Because guess what? You ain't going to escape what you do to his children. No way. God is a hungry man, you know. And not because he sit down tentatively and wait until all the kingdom of the earth is cast down. He's a patient man. But you know, when your patience run out, then that's when your hunger start to flare. And guess what he says? We are his battle axe. And you're going to see how he line up his battle axe of war. Because, oh boy, your nation going to really pay. There's not a day I'm waiting on. Don't care about the riches of this world. I don't care about the how much wife you're gonna get when you die and go to heaven. I want 50 virgin or 20 virgins. Well, there's no part in the scripture that tell you that angels procreate with themselves. So me don't know when you die, which out of heaven you're gonna get wife. How much wives you're gonna get. So that you can procreate with them. No, your heaven is down here. So every physical being need a physical place to live. You eat physical food. Yeah. So all of that promise where them are promised you, they're lying to you, they're deceiving you. The gospel was only for the 12th tribe of Israel. They are the one that lost and scattered, and that's what we are bringing to the street, that we can gather our people. So if you now find yourself in a situation where you being brainwashed in a civilized time like this, something wrong with you. No, are you wrong with something? Because the power of knowledge is in your hand. Your phone, smartphone is smarter than most of you who are using, because all the information you need is right in the smartphone. Type it in, speak to your phone, and it brings up stuff to you. I remember, once you search for something, the search engine never stop update and giving you other feedback from other things. Yeah? So in this world, those who think they're gonna harm the 12th tribe of Israel and treat us bad like them stupid Gentile who beat up that pregnant sister and attack our boyfriend and things say, oh yeah, there's a payday coming for you people. So this is your kingdom. You feel mighty and pompous. Be careful how you pass a judgment, because when it come back around, you ain't gonna get no mercy. That not interfere with record for you people, because you never gave us none. And for you not give mercy, you shall not obtain no mercy. I'm one of those who don't believe that your people should get mercy, because the Most High won't give you. And I'm really happy to know that we can come, follow the records of our ancestors. Thanks for the officers, priests, and generals like all the high-ranking generals in the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general YAHANNA. And let me tell you something. If I have nothing else to do in the world, I just find something to do, and is to keep our records and bring it to our people and let them know they are the most valuable thing upon the face of the earth. Irrespective of what might be going on in their life, they must remember and keep the faith. So when you draw near to our God, he will draw near to you. Can we go from Mark 3 verse 14?
Right. The book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 14. And he ordained 12, and they should be with him, and that he might send them forth to preach.
So you see, 12 disciples. 12 disciples, and they only come from the 12 tribe. You never yet say about no 13 tribe, no 13 disciples. He only choose 12 men, right? So where the 13 tribes come from, we don't know where that come from. I don't know who's trying to hustle them way into the back door, but the back door ain't gonna home to you, because the angels them have that lock already. Yeah. So if you go into the book of Revelation, it tell you that no, you don't need to know. It tell you that the kingdom will be guarded by 12 angels. Okay? And every nation, every tribes have their gate, so you won't be able to enter from the back door. So that 13 tribe thing, get it out of your head. Netanyahu, not a Jew, ain't got a chance in this. So all them are there creating excitement and going like in things, they have everything locked. When him things ain't conquered, and cry out peace and safety, that's when his destruction shall be upon him. So he's gonna get his spanking, because he's a really pompous boy. As ugly as he is, look like some bad bridge I can. But don't worry, I'm gonna see how bad it's gonna be for him. So shall I read it again? Mark 3 verse 14. And he ordered 12 that they should be with him, and that he might send them forth and to preach, and to have power to heal the sick, and to cast out devils. So that is 15, right? So this power was only given again only to the 12 tribes, because we got that power to heal and to cast out demons. And this is not the only this is not the only part of the tell you that we receive power. But you must understand that whatever you feel, keep it to yourself. Just go into the records and you will see where the truth comes out better, best for you. So going into your Christian church, dressing up in your Sunday best, don't do nothing for you. You're paying your pastor to tell you lies. And even though they hold a bank account for the Most High ain't seen none of that money. Because his wife have to get her new clothes. His son have to get an expensive education, even doing duns like a bat. And she have to get her nails done. And guess what? They're so stupid. They take the money and they fly out into another country, go on holiday, and buy all the expensive things to bring back. And you ain't getting none. You're paying for his best life, which he never expected. But you have something to say? No? Right? Anything online?
No.
So I'm telling you, come to class, come and see what we are all about, and you will realize that the Spirit of God is with us, and we are trying to raise you up to know how valuable you are. So when this gospel be taught in the world, it was only for the 12 tribe, because we are scattered into all nation. Okay, don't get yourself too carried away in this one. Right? So 1 Corinthians 1 verse 23, and we're going to show you again that no matter what you come with, or your pastor trying to tell you, ask him then, why are you not feeding the flocks? You take all the money and run for a holiday.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 23. But we preach Christ crucified unto the Jews, a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks, foolishness.
So you see, you jump in at them church the way you get foolishness, follies, where your pastor glad to tell you. And then guess what? You read a little part of the book, and before you can ask him if you explain to everybody, start jump up and the piano man start drown out your questions with him little, and everybody start jump up and create an excitement. And guess what? Same time the Spirit come in and everybody jump, the devil's getting at them and they start jump on, who flick over and get on, fling we all cheer and get on with themselves really bad. And then they say, oh, we have a good day at church today. Demons possession. Demons possession.
Right.
Me no see no way in the Bible, nobody a jump and a flick up like fish out of water than in the church. Not even the fish them get on like that, or do you know gonna church. Twerking all kind of leaning from one side and sisters all a back flicking at church. Eh? I wanna get them they sitting there from. Are the New Age gospel that? Boy, you know, really last. Me I tell you no. So if we move on to 1 Corinthians 9 verse 16. So me no know how is it. God I will tell you if you keep the last statutes and commandments and you find yourself in a church and play music. Eh? I pay your pastor if you tell a lie. That's a hard one for you to get your head around, man. So basically, me not even want to waste too much time talking about for your stupid ass pastor. Because if you really want to find the true gospel, come to the I.S.U.P.K. We are the home of the truth. We cannot tell you no lie. If you're here, if you're here, we say something, whether in the street or while we're teaching on the school platform, take your Bible, put it on, put your video on pause, get your Bible, and search, and you will see so we are telling you straight from the Bible. So now make them other people what about them, they have them religion, they come with them bag of phallic and water it down and tell you that, oh, Christ died for everybody. It's not biblical. It's not scriptural. And it's not prophetic. So you don't have to look for that in the future.
Right.
No change. No what? You know you need to take care of yourself and your pastor. Because your pastor will bring you to somewhere where you are go sorry. Because when the Most High ask you, didn't I not tell you, study to show thyself approved? So you are going to blame your pastor? You have your own brain. You have your own thoughts. If you doubt what your pastor said, go on to somebody else who you think know the Bible. Come to us. And then you can go back to your church after that if you feel like it. Because we sure when we teach you, then your eyes are more open. Your pastor won't be able to play that wool over your eyes anymore. Yeah? Because guess what? A day of reckoning is coming. And you gonna find yourself in that congregation where you can't make no excuse or blame a pastor. You have your own understanding. You should have practiced and show God so you're perfect in this. You don't need no Sunday part of come telling no lies. How much time you see it when the pastors then get exposed to them wickedness. And most of you still take on yourself Ghana Sunday church with the pastor. I introduce all the daughter and the son. I don't know so the pastor they have the yipe on them. How much more the wickedness at church must expose before no come out? You don't see the wickedness going on in this? No. Because we don't have the time then. We have time to keep the laws and brotherhood and all of these things that we should be keeping. We do our best to keep it. We are the living example that you people can do the same thing. So what's the problem? Shall we get into 1 Corinthians 9 verse 16?
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me, if I preach not the gospel.
Hold on, man. You see the duty what we have? We didn't take it upon ourselves. It was given to us to come and preach the gospel only to the 12 tribe of Israel. Right? Come out of them church, we're not teaching nothing. Than if it work and if pay your pastor if you tell a lie. You realize that you become the cash machine for your pastor? And you have to pay him to tell you lies. We don't want your money. We just want to open your eyes to the truth. Because this is the home of the truth, and we do not call it the home of the truth because we want people to believe that we know that we're the home of the truth because all the other officers and the commanding general, Your Honor, already show us that, look, get the precepts right, and you really understand that this is the home of the truth.
Right.
The truth only comes from the Bible.
That's right.
Right? And that is what they show us to study from the Bible. Don't come with them book of all kind of philosophies or fools who can tell about, oh, you read it in the book of the dead and you read it in this book and you read it in Cabra Nagas. Don't come with that. You understand? Come with the Bible. 1611 King James Version is one of the best versions of the Bible on the market at the moment. So use it and gather your own understanding. And then you can come to us and tell us, okay, you're wrong or you're right. We will break down the understanding of what you don't understand in it. Because even if you're going to do with Paul's writing, that's a hard writing to understand. But we have scholars and scholastic levels they have that they can break it down for you. Understand? It will take time for you to accept the truth. Because when we come, it didn't just happen overnight. But with determination and dedication, we conquer and we rise together. So you can come and do the same. Nobody's going to charge you for that. You get it all free. You can freely we receive, freely we give. But your pastor is going to charge you. And it seems like you're happy for your pastor charging you and telling you lies. You come, we're at 394 Lodge Road, B185PW. Knock on the door. Or if you don't get anybody, you will see the sign, take the number, send a text, make a call, somebody will reply back to you. Because we need our people to come out of this one bag of foolishness where your pastors and your deacons in a church are going with all kind of foolishness. Guess what? It don't happen here. You come and you will see all the sisters and behave respectfully, and we treat them respectfully. So when you come, you will see how unified we are. Not like some other church, the sisters have to be on a different side of the building praying, and the door have to be locked. Yeah? They're not chicken in cubs. They sit beside us to support us because they were given to us as a helpmate. Not no chicken in cubs that we running, locking around another room, and then everybody now talking about, oh, la. No, we don't play that here. We don't hear that Catholic, and we don't cross the road. Take care of yourself and your we don't want any kind of behavior around with. So, as we say, we're going to read again 1 Corinthians 9, verse 16.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea.
Hold on. The necessity. It is necessary for us to come out and do this job, that you people can be woken up from the lies and the deception that you've been paying to be for your pastor to lie to you. We ain't getting nothing from this, you know. It's just our job. And this is a good job. We don't, you know, that's the best thing you can do when you do something and you don't looking for no reward, you know. You feel comfortable going home because you know that you convince somebody and you show them the truth. But in a Christian church, you will always left hanging. What does the pastor mean by this? In here, we don't do that. If you don't understand, we break down the precepts of it for you. And then you can go home and you pray. Because God will always send somebody to teach you. So just like one of the patriarchs when they were going to Jerusalem, and he has to stop the chariot and say, join yourself to the chariot and let somebody teach you. Because we all need to be taught the right way. Yes, because that's the only way we're going to get fully understanding of the precepts of the book of the Bible, of the book of your ancestor history. Be not, don't get to say, oh, I'm not sure. Don't worry about that. Just come and you will understand what we're talking about. Not like in a Christian church, everybody seem to want to criticize and find all kind of excuse give you. We don't give you excuses. So we give you facts. We give you the law, statutes, and commandments because that's the only thing we have can give you. Because that's the only thing we have for ourselves anyway. So read on.
Con. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
So you see, there's a punishment for us not telling you what to do or what it is about. Because we take on this responsibility as it was given to us and we accept it and we decide we're running with it because it's the truth. We want you to come and know the truth because it won't be on our shoulder. It will be on yours if you don't accept it. Because at least you know now that you are of the 12th tribe of Israel. You're a special people unto the Most High. He only loves you and none else. Is that too much?
Just touching on what you're saying there, Salakia. It's not just a punishment we're talking about here in 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. It's destruction. We're looking at being destroyed. If you know the truth and you're not going out there and pushing this truth, and you're holding it back for yourself in some selfish way or for whatever reason, then you're going to be destroyed. You're as bad as that Christian pastor because he knows the truth and he still pushes lies. Your Islamic imam, he knows the truth and he still pushes these lies. And we don't care in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General YAHANNA what these imams and pastors are pushing on their people, but they're pushing it on Israelites. They're pushing it on you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And that's going to be the judgment for them. They're going to have a separate judgment. But for us in the UPK, we push this truth because you've got fake Israelites out there that know this truth and either pushing lies, like in the Christian church, or are not pushing this truth at all. And this is what this is talking about. Woe means destruction. And woe is unto me if I preach not the truth, not the gospel. Salakia.
That is a lot of a point to cover because what the brother is saying is the truth. Woe be unto you who do not preach this gospel, being selfish with it. Yes?
Right.
You're holding it back for yourself, thinking that you're going to get a double reward. It's a duty that you take on and you must fulfill it.
That's right.
So the others cannot blame you for it. So, okay, oh, he didn't want us, not like Catholic Church, because you know the Catholic Church wanted to sell your prayers and sell your other things. And this is what religion do to people. They want to sell your God. We don't sell your God inside here. We teach you the law, statutes, and commandments and the value of you upon the earth. So when the other nations are criticizing and complaining about you, they know your value. But guess what? they want to keep it dumbed down, just like what they're doing to your church. Yes? Because without you, none of them can stay on this planet. Because God don't care about no other nation but you. So make it known to them that God loves you and you only. Because if we go into the book of Joel 2 verse 27, it tells you that he only loves you. But anyway, let's read on from Romans 1 verse 16.
Romans
1 verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to every one that believeth, to the Jews first, and also to the Greek.
And that's why you should not get it twisted when he said to the Jews and to the Greek. Yes, you have the fake Jews, right? But we are the real Jews. You have the fake Jews like Netanyahu, not a Jew in Jerusalem, getting on with themselves and thinking that they're going to rule that land. Then when you come to the Greek, you have the fake Greeks. But the Greeks that the Bible is talking about, not the real Gentile Greeks, is talking about you, the children of Israel, who take on the behavior of the Greeks.
So if I may intercept, the Greeks that he's talking about here are the Hebrew Israelites born in Greece, born in captivity. So
thank you. So if the brother explained it a little clearer than me, that's fine. Those of you who take on the behavior of the Greeks, because you were born there, you're thinking that you are the Greeks, but you are the real Jews, and they will not tell you that.
Right.
Because they want to keep it dumbed down. That's why they says when you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do.
That's right.
You should not identify yourself as an Israelite, a Jew, or anything to do with your nationality. You should take on their filthy abomination. Yes, them skirt wearing bastards, yeah, who like to play with little boys and thinking that their God is going to accept them behavior. You notice it pass on to the Catholic Church too. I'm surprised they don't have brief way of wiping their nose sometime when you see them what we are preaching, because that's all they're interested in, little boys, them Greeks, nasty. And they call him what? Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great.
Yes. They didn't tell that boy was sleeping with horses, you know. And in the battlefield, when he kill any of his enemies, he have sex with them too, as a victory dance and a victory celebration. And that's exactly what you want to identify yourself as, being Greek. Eh? Come on, man. You're a Hebrew. You're an Israelite. You should stand valiantly in front of your enemies and say, look, I rather die than give up who I am.
That's right.
Because what you are doing to me is even worse. And I want to live in something like that? Come on, man. Get some value upon yourself, Israel. You are a nation who God desire.
Right.
And when the creator of all things desire you, you are something worthy. Not like the other nation who are begging and beseech, and they would do anything to get your position. Right. But the Most High said, these are my people. And no other nation will pluck them out of my hands. Because if you go into the book of John 17, it tells you, I have kept them in thy law, and none have been lost but the one of the man of perdition. Can you imagine that? The man of perdition was lost to fulfill the prophecy, and none can pluck them out of his hands. So if you can come and accept who you are, just like we accept who we are, and see the value of our people, trust me, when you start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you will see the changes that come to this world. But we are in grace, but don't think it's forever. Because grace get tired too, you know. But you must understand, sir, you have a biblical duty. You have a value above all nations. You know, you have something they call when you have something for too long and the value of it goes up. That's how you are, Israel. People don't know your value, but God knows that your value go up. Meanwhile, they physically think, oh, you are nothing and you can't be nothing. You become a precious antique. The Most High call it the apple of his eyes. Yes? And a tarnished gold. But he shall refine you in the fire. This is the fire. Come and get refined. Because no other nation can ever take your place. It's just you to get up, dust off the foolishness out of them teacher, and come out of them foolish, what we call it, synagogues and all of them temples. That don't mean nothing.
So, okay, we've got a question from William Gacchio. Sounds like a heathen. His question is, what is on top of his head? I don't know if he's talking about you, Mark.
What is on top of my head?
You just type in William Gacchio, type in what?
What have you seen on top of the
top
person?
of whose head? The teachers? Officer Mozart? Who's your question directed to and of? If you want to break down what you wear your headpiece for, I don't know. I'm an arc.
Okay.
Salakia.
Let's not be distracted until we can come with a sensible question. We can
What is on top of his head? Yeah. It sounds like he's
no waste time.
It don't sound like a serious question.
Don't be distracted by the heathens, because you know they always come trying to cast the word aside out of our mind. Anyway, so let's read again Romans 1 verse 16.
The book of Romans chapter 1 verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek.
Right, so don't forget, when it says Greek, it is talking about our people that born in Greece. Take on the behavior and the traits of the Grecians, them Greece skirt wearing boys. And when you hear talk about the Jews, it's not talking about the fake Jews. It's talking about the original Jews. We come from Judah, which is the Black Americans, and they are scattered in all nations. So we are the people that is scattered in all nations. That's why the gospel must be preached in all nations.
Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. And
when the kingdom was breaking up, we merged as one under the banner of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So they are the origin. We were grouped after in the dispensation when the Northern Kingdom.
Okay, so yeah, just to touch on that. In the days after King David and King Solomon, we was combatively arguing all the time, a lot about taxes and tithes and payments and who owed who what, and there was a split in the kingdom. 9 tribes resided in the northern kingdom, and the 3 tribes in the land of Judah were the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Levi, and the tribe of Benjamin. These tribes are known as the Jews, the 3 tribes that resided in the land of Judah. The term Jew stemming from the word Judah. So these 3 tribes were the only Jews out of the 12 tribes: Levi, Benjamin, and Judah.
So there you go, another breakdown from priest and officer Ariala. Okay, so if you find yourself confused, this is where you should come, the home of the truth.
Right.
And you will get a proper breakdown of the scripture. So let's move on to Romans 10, verse 14 and 15.
Fine. The book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 14
and 15.
How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Hold on. So you see, when you want to live like the Gentiles, and when I say Gentile, I'm talking about the original Gentiles who God has condemned. Okay? When you take on their behavior, you don't want to know your God, because they are going to introduce you to their idols, their stone worshiping, their stick worshiping, their animal worshiping, and their blood sacrifice, which Our God don't require that of you. All of those things are abomination. And you should not find yourself comfortably in a Christian church which is teaching you those things. People breaking coconut and dashing all kind of water. You don't even know what kind of water they ever dash. But they are sprinkle water upon people and get out with their madness. No wonder why so much demons always come in there upon them on Sunday when they get out with their madness. And everybody start getting to I don't even know if a spirit or a demon's possession they might get into, and they must then get in spirit. Which spirit getting them? Are them getting the spirit of Satan? Because they're going into the satanic church and they're getting out with whatever they get now. Just like if you go to a shop and you buy something, and when you want to go in there and buy, so the Christian pastor sell you demonic stuff. And if you wash your head and wash your hand and you must pray and you must fast. And when something still not going, he might tell us you have to pray and show your offering and your tithes. Right? Because that's all I'm interested in from you. So you have your hand of him, demonic spell. Come here, son, you look and you say, we ain't got nothing dashing on you. Now you ain't paying us on nothing. Because freely we receive, freely we give it back to you. So if you come to know the truth, that's the only thing we have to give you. And we're going to give it freely.
Right.
If you want a bottle of water, you can wet your throat, it's here free too. But you don't need to come to say we are getting a hile for rub up your hand and rub up your head and rub up your foot and rub up your back. Eh? It not happening here, sir. You come to know your heritage and your last statutes and commandment. You can't blame us after that to say you have the chance to know. We are inviting you in here to know. Right? So don't use no excuse because you're not going to answer to us. Because we are doing our job. As the class last week, Monday, Satan, Officer Ariella, tell you that Satan do his job perfectly. Because when he's supposed to go and pass judgment upon you, that's why him use a pastor to pass judgment upon your stupid ass. If you sit down in church, may I pay if you tell him to tell your lies. When you come here, say you ain't gonna do that. You only come, learn the law, statutes, and commandments, see how we work brotherly together. And the sisters are there as support likewise. We ain't having no hile giving you a little battle to go and go wipe your foot and wipe your head and say all kind of mumbo jumbo and babaloo baba and thing. We not hear that when you come here, so. Yeah? So if you come and in your feet work, don't come here with it. Because we ain't got no demons like that inside here.
Right.
Oh? No sister, you know, when you see the sisters them here, they're so gentle, loving, and kind and respectful. Yeah? We don't have the time for the gossip and we don't have the time for the bitchiness.
Right.
Not in here. You stay in a Christian church with that. But if you want to learn, come out of it. Because the Most High tell you, come out of our my people. So when the destruction come, you won't be a part of it. So if you're willing to learn. Read on.
Time.
Start from 4.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
See it? How shall they hear without a prophet? So we come to prophesy the future destruction. But we want to make sure you learn your history first. Learn how to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments first. So when the destruction come, you can't say no teacher wasn't here to teach you. The door is always open and there's always a number that you can text a brother, text the captain, and he will get back to you with whatever information you require. You can set up any date because this building is open 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay? And we even teach the last one Kodash class on Fridays. So you might be able to learn some Hebrew likewise. Right? So nothing is wrong with you stepping out of your comfort zone to understand this. You are up on the earth up to 65 years and you don't even understand a sensible precept in the Bible. But you want to come to tell us that God loves everybody and you have not read the Bible. You listen to your pastor read the Bible to you when God said you must study to show yourself approved. But no, you rather it's just easier for you to pay the pastor to tell you a lie. And then you go and say you were happy at church because the Holy Spirit come upon you. No, the wicked demons come upon you. And you think it's the Holy Spirit. Where? Your pastor can call the Holy Spirit when himself unholy. Israel, wake up. Read verse 15.
Come. Verse 15. And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
See, all this we are trying to bring to you is good things, glad tidings. You don't have to drop a ground to get attention in the church and lift up your clothes and get on. In your sight, not happen. The good things is the last statutes and commandments. The good things is we teach you the precepts as we were taught by the elders. So get out of your foolishness. Don't be so comfortable in a time, wicked time like this. You still find comfort in a pastor when the pastor himself is wicked, dreadful, and an unreasonable man. Because he go home and when he count that money that you pay him to tell you lies, he say, yes, we get a good offering today. Yes? But ask him what am I going to do with it after that. It's none of your business. Because what? You're not supposed to question him, you're not supposed to show your offering and your tithes, and that's it. Where does it go? Who does it benefit? It's none of your business. But in here, if you show your, which you're supposed to show your tithes, your offering, and it goes back into maintaining the equipment, paying rent and any other overhead bills, it helps to pay. Nobody's gonna pocket any money in here. We don't work like that. Because this is not a Christian church. Right. So if you at any time decide to step out of your comfort zone, we will never be weary to teach you. Because our elders show us patience. Right? And we are determined to gather you people out of the wicked hands of the pastors who do not feed the flocks. It doesn't matter what problem you're going through, come. We can sit down and we can sort it out with you. Be not ashamed. Because what? We are not ashamed of the gospel that we should preach and teach. Because that's the command we get. And from the command of General YAHANNA and all the other priests and officers, that's the same thing they've been doing. And they ain't show no sign of weariness yet. So we won't show none. Because it's not a burden that we take on, it's just a duty. Right? And you will realize that you're more relaxed and have more time in your life, that you'll be stressful about going to church, or you don't have your offering today, you don't know what pastor or deacon is going to bring you to the counseling room. You don't have it to tell us that you don't have it. We're not going to, oh, Sister Jane never showed no offering last week and she come back this week and she don't show none. We ain't disgracing you like that. Because we're not interested in your money. We're interested in you bringing you to the marriage gathering, which is to save your life. Wake you up from the dead state and the zombified mind that they have you under. Right? So, if we go to Romans 1 verse 16. Romans 1 verse 16 to 29. Let me see. It's Romans 1.
Go on, the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 16.
29.
For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth. You know, we've just read this already.
Yes.
To the Jew first, and also to the Greek.
Right. Let's verse 16, 17. For the wrath of God is revealed from the heavens against us. Let's go. Hold on. Let me say, for there in the righteousness of God. Where I read 17.
Come. Verse 17. For therein is the righteousness of Yahweh revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
The just shall live by the gospel that is taught. Anyway you want to put with a past tense or present tense, this is what you should live by, right? Not what your pastor tell you, because your pastor, as we said, only interested in the offering plate, and you ain't getting nothing out of that. Let's drop that and let's go to the book of Mark 16 verse 15. Let's see what it says.
Karen. What chapter?
Mark 16:15.
The book of Mark.
15.
Did you say chapter what?
The book of Mark 16 verse 15.
The book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
Read on.
Khan.
16.
He, verse 16, he that believe and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned.
So, if you don't come to learn, then you're going down with the damnation. And you can't blame nobody for that than your pastor. And if your pastor is going to make an excuse to get out of you taking on your blame, because God has already taught you, look, study to show thyself approved, right? So if you sit down there and make your pastor lead you astray and think your pastor is going to get blame alone, you're going to get blamed too, because you're not a child. You should go out and find somewhere where you can learn the real precepts, the real laws, the real statute, and the real. The home of the truth is here with open doors. We welcome you in. Don't worry about you paying to come in here. We ain't gonna charge you. We don't interested in what is in your purse. Just come, and you will learn the last statute and commandments. This gospel, we are putting ourselves out there to do the work. What is wrong with Israel? Why you don't want to wake up out of the foolishness? Too long you've been in slumber and too comfortable in the lies that your pastor teaching you. But because we are teaching you the truth, you want to say all kind of negative things about us. But that's all right. You will have to answer for that day. We won't have to fight with you. We won't have to curse with you. No. But you must understand that when that day comes, you're on your own. We ain't gonna be there to answer for you, because you choose not to listen to us. You choose to listen to your wicked pastor, and that wicked thing that he's teaching you, all it is bringing you further in hell. So I wanted to 1 Corinthians 4, but let me see if we can go down to Mark 16 verse 15 and see if it makes more sense. Mark 16 verse 15.
You're Mark again, 16 and 15.
Yes, read that one more time.
Okay, the book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
Every creature. Why every creature? It's because we are scattered in all the world, because this gospel was not for everybody. You understand? So don't listen to your pastor. Ask your pastor then who is gonna do the labor for you if everybody's gonna be saved. And what are the other nations gonna be saved from? They have military might, they have economical might, that they give you their filthy names and the filthy food that they give you to eat. Guess what? You're eating it and feeling happy. You're a prince. You have a royal standard and you're happy to eat the crumbs off your master table and feel comfortable in this world. We ain't find no comfort in this world because there's nothing left in this world. Right? That's why we turn to our heritage, our laws, statutes, and commandments, and we realize our values. Yes? And we hold to them. We are the living example in these rough times. Why you think you can't get up and do the same thing? Eh? You find all the excuse to go into town on the Sabbath to do wickedness. And to go Sunday morning, you're well dressed like Christmas tree, gone in a church. Eh? All kind of shiny and glittering thing upon you. Like a Christmas tree, you're gone to church. And your pastor is charging you for that and telling you lies. But when you just get up on the Sabbath and come to the home of the truth. Right? 394 Lodge Road, B185 PW, and you think it's hard to do that. because you don't want to change from the wickedness you're being drawn into. Eh? I can't see nothing better than this Bible right at the moment. Because when I come to learn who I am and my value, I was very happy. I was very elated. I was very excited to see the brothers and the military standard of different levels of rank, and everybody don't think they are too big to listen to each other or to hold. It doesn't matter who is over you. Speak to them respectfully, and we communicate respectfully. We support each other in every possible way we can. But when you're in the Christian church, the bitching and the all kind of things when you're enjoying there. Oh, Sister James wear the same frock last week. Oh, Brother Devon look like he need a good shoes, and Pastor need a new car. You're gonna pay for that. Come inside here. You don't see nobody scrounging off each other. We support each other the best way we can. If a brother need help, we give him the help. You know, nobody grown bitching and whispering, oh, this man come yesterday and he didn't have. No, we don't care about that. We care about your problem so we can support you, that you can stay in the truth. Right? We don't like the Christian church who only want your money and then gossip behind you and tear you down and say all manner of evil. We don't live it. We don't live with that kind of behavior here. Our desire is always to support our brothers and sisters. Right. And if you come in here, you won't get no different treatment. You'll get the same treatment just like everybody else. We do food drive likewise. So there's no excuse you're going to come here and think you're going to be hungry. We get your food. And for you genuinely have a problem and willing to change, we are here to help you change. You have enough counseling to get a change and enough support to sustain a change. So don't for 1 minute thinking that you're gonna be left on your own like it when you live for the year, nobody care about you. No. You give a phone call, somebody will be here answering the phone, and somebody will be helping you. Right? So wake up, Israel. Wake up out of this foolishness. We are the living example. What are you waiting on? So if this is not good enough for you, then I don't know what else you're going to find out there that can ever overcome this. Just wait a minute to find something here. Okay, Hebrews 10 verse 25. Read, can you give me Hebrews 10 verse 25? Come on, can.
Hebrews 10.
Hebrews 10 verse 25.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much no more, as ye see the day approaching.
You see the day of destruction approaching, the day of judgment approaching, but we gather ourselves together and support each other. You understand? That's why you won't find things like this in the Christian church, because we ain't in the bitching thing. We ain't got no time for this childish thing. When you're a child, you do childish things and you make jokes at your friend and thing. But when you come into this truth, we ain't going to do that to you. We're going to support you. As long as you're willing to carry on with us, we're going to support you. And whatever problem you come with, remember, we will help you through it as long as you're prepared for the change. Don't come wasting our time, because there are a lot more people out there needing the help and will more appreciate it. But that don't stop you from come. Let's sit down and reason this out and gather ourselves and support each other as best as we can. Can you read that for me again?
Come. The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more, as ye see the day approaching.
The day is here. The wicked times are here, but the judgment is still coming. The wickedness of the other nation is happening, and the judgment and the reward for their wickedness is on its way, because Christ is coming to give them their reward. Yeah? And if you come into the truth, you will get your reward. So let's show you what the good things that you will be getting. Let's go to Hebrews 13 verse 16.
Come on. The book of Hebrews, chapter 13.
Hebrews 13 verse 16.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 6. So that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me.
So you see, you ain't got nothing to fear. Because when you come in this, we ain't got no fear of nothing. If death come, we accept it. Because we know, like the fallen brothers before us, we will stand again. And we will rise even more powerful as a nation. When these wicked people been killing our people from time to time, has it not written that in the resurrection or in the other word is? In the regeneration, that is in the book of Matthew, we shall rise again as a nation. Because we are the same people coming back, you know. But someone will still choose to be wicked. And I say wicked, you know, wicked that you know condemn on one kids for the material possession. That's why someone of kids turn on a kill, you know. And guess what? It don't really matter to you know, because you know just think that everything in this world are the best thing you know I'll get. No, there are better things to come. Right? Do you read Hebrews 13:16? What to do good and to communicate.
The book of Hebrews,
Forget not. For
chapter 13,
verse 16.
and verse 16. But to do good and to communicate, forget not. For with such sacrifices, Yahweh is well pleased.
See that? When you come out of the wicked Christian church, the Most High is pleased. Heaven rejoice when you come out of them wicked churches and come find the truth. This is the home of the truth. Where else will you find the truth like this? Straight from the Bible we teach you. We ain't going to all this scholastic stupidness where they kind of book they come into you with. Eh? Where them imam is telling you all kind of foolishness. Right? You must have to bathe in camel piss. You must have to do this and you must... No. Come in here and you see. Nobody's giving you no bottle of ointment to go rub up yourself. Right? And then you come back next day. Pastor, it's not working. Anything we give you is from our history book, the Holy Bible, where the world want to take from you and tell you that you are nobody. They will never tell you that you are the best thing upon the planet. But in the home of the truth, we will tell you. And take it or leave it. It's still on the table for you. Because it was only for you and you only. But the other nation, they want it so bad that it doesn't matter what they will tell you or do to you just to have it for themselves. What? Is that real? But we at this Hebrew Academy, we don't have nothing to benefit from telling you lies. We're going to get a serious punishment if we mislead you. So you tell me, wouldn't it be better for you just to come and learn the truth than have to go listening to the lies that your pastor tell you? Because really and truly, I'd find it more pleasing to know the truth here than have to pay to tell lies and I'm getting it for free. Can we get 1 Timothy 5 verse 13?
Come on.
Let me go on with it. The book of 1 Timothy 5 verse 13.
Come on. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 13. And whither they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
See? So right now, Christian church, you're going to learn that. Running back and forth like lunatics. jumping up and down and like possessed with some of my demon. As you're going there and the pastor say, hey man, everybody here getting a spirit. You could have said, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatam 100 times. You ain't see nobody jumping the ground and flicking over like lunatic. Eh? But jumping like, as a pastor, read as part of a book of everybody getting spirit. Who now foam through the mouth, depending for a long time, who now jump over chair, a twerk all kind of way in the church. In here, so you won't find it. This is the home of the truth. Who is gonna tell you in here to come and do that? No. Because no demonic spirit not in here, so. A righteousness, righteous words we drop here, so. And guess what? It benefits us all. That's why we are still here. You think if that was going, if this was a Christian church, you know how much people are in here? Because they want to hear lies. Well, we don't have no lies to give you or to sell you. We give you the truth for free. Read it again for me.
Come on. The book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 13.
Nope. 1 Timothy 5, verse.
Salakia, 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 13. And we have a question online coming up. It's from Rabbi, version 73C, 6HA. Break this precept down, then we'll go into the question. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 13. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
There you go.
Wicked precept.
There you go. So tell me where, when you come into this organization, the I.S.U.P.K, and let's break it down. Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It's I.S.U.P.K abbreviated, but we are 1 West out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the direction of Commanding General YAHANNA. Listen how we were taught how to break down these precepts. We ain't got no time to have you dingling and dangling and jumping and raving in this building. The law, statutes, and commandments make you know you must be respectful, even to those above you, whether they're older than you or younger than you. Wrongfully, you should be respectful to them, because we won't speak to you disrespectfully. We won't go and slander you. If there's a problem, you come to a brother and we go and we sit down and we have a counsel about it. Okay? So we know not to be a slanderer among ourselves. We know not to be a talebearer among ourselves. And with this, we're going to pause a bit and see what we can say about this person who asked this question, because I don't know how he come to be a rabbi when God don't even know to be. Who is he teaching?
Okay, so the question is online in the StreamYard. It's from version 73, 6HA. He says he's a rabbi, and a question, if it can be asked, what is the agenda in the Middle East at the moment? Israel and Gaza. What does the Bible say about this? Thank you for taking my question.
Shall we go into?
It's a very good question.
Right.
And
So
if he's talking about the last days up, I've got a precept for you in Zechariah. Zechariah 14 and 1. I'll read it. You can break it down if you want, or I'll break it down. So we know from the Bible that in the last, there will be no, according to the Bible, the two nations of people that reside in Israel are not the Jews. They are not God's chosen people. The Zionists that live there today are 6th and 7th century converts according to scholarship and according to the Bible. You can see that in Revelation 2 and 9. We'll pull it if you want us to pull it, Rabbi, or version 73, 6HA. And according to the book of Zechariah, well, before we go to the book of Zechariah, the Bible says there could be no peace in Israel till the real Jews do what? Do what? There can be no peace in that land, God's holy land, until the real Jews are returned to their rightful land of milk and honey. And that is Israel. So neither the Palestinians all the European Zionists belong in that land. And that is why you see so much war and tyranny playing out in that land today. Okay, I've got a precept for you. You got something you want to add up?
Right. So when Revelation 2 verse 9 tell you, and I've seen in the video you can go, where the Pope is kissing the black man's feet. He walked past all his other brothers and white so-called white people, and he go around kissing all the black man's feet, right? So when you read Revelation 2 verse 9 or Revelation 3 verse 9, it says, you fake Jews shall come and bow to our feet and kiss our boots to let you know that he has loved us and not you, because you being a rabbi, I don't know. Yes, you're a rabbi. You're a rabbi. You shouldn't call yourself rabbi. You should call yourself rabbi, because you're in a land that don't belong to you. But you call yourself rabbi. Who are you? You're teaching people to thief because you're a rabbi. So you're a thief and you're rabbi. Right? So
the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 1, it reads, behold, the day of the Lord cometh. What is he talking about here? The
judgment.
last day.
Yes.
The last day, the Lord cometh. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. Verse 2, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and thy city shall be taken, and the house rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Okay, there can be no peace in that land until the real Jews return. Do you want Revelation 2 and 9?
You can bring that, yeah?
Come on. And this is for your question, Rabbi. This is for the question you typed in the StreamYard. The book, do you want Revelation 2 and 9 or Revelation 3 and 9?
Give me Revelation 3 verse 9, because they're going to kiss the shoes in Revelation 3 verse 9.
You want 3 and 9, okay? So, okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
So you see, you call yourself a rabbi, you should call yourself a thief, because you're in a land that don't have nothing to do with you, and Gaza shall be a desolate place. Ashkelon.
Salakia, he says he's not a rabbi. He's addressing the brother as rabbi. Salakia, yeah, this is a brother. This is a brother. This is not. He's not a rabbi. He's addressing you as rabbi.
Oh, sorry, my
teacher.
brother. Sorry, my brother.
Salakia.
My sincere apology goes to you.
Explain we're not rabbis.
We are not rabbis.
We're priests and prophets.
We are priests and prophets of the 12th tribe of Israel. So put away that Ashkelon kind of word about rabbi. We don't deal with that kind of we don't deal with that kind of statement inside here, yeah?
Right.
So sorry for the misunderstanding of that, because we thought you were a rabbi, but my apology to you, 100%. So yes, in the scripture it says, Jerusalem shall be a desolate place, and Ashkelon shall be left at noonday. They shall come out there at noonday. They ain't staying there. So you see all the foolishness them keep up. They're just using up their time, and not a minute over they're gonna get. Okay. So listen, Revelation 3 verse 9 tell you that they're gonna kiss our boots. So when you say that fake Netanyahu over there who is not a Jew, keeping up your excitement and thinking that he's holding any strength, he didn't do nothing, he just fulfilling the prophecy. And at 12 noon, he's gonna have to take his cloth out there too. Yeah? Nothing with him, nothing that look like him, because that place is gonna be cleansed.
That's right.
Can you imagine in the kingdom of heaven, the most expensive real estate upon the earth, them are Batim and March. I pay a fish run there flick up. Eh? We don't want them in this up. Then the kind of fish that we don't want run there. You understand? Then the fish that will contaminate anywhere them go. And they think about it. If you, as a brother, you should go and look at what they call a turkey vulture and see if they not resemble. Black hat, red face, and some big black gown wag. That don't make your skin black. Brother, listen. They are not the chosen people. They will not be, they will never be at peace in there, because that Egyptian prime minister tell them, you will leave here black and you'll come back white, which we know there's no such thing as white people because it's leprosy why they have that skin color. You will leave here black and come back white. We cannot accept you and you will not be at peace. So you see, there is no peace over there until we return. You have something, sir?
Yeah, and that's real heavy. Just to add to what you're saying, is there's nothing that these Zionists do that resemble the people of the Bible, the records of the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. For example, what the hell are these European Zionists doing when they face the brick wall and start nodding to it in prayer? Where in the book of Daniel are we taught to pray this way? We're taught to pray. The physical way to pray, according to the book of Daniel, is with open palms and facing the east, where the sun is risen, towards the holy city of Jerusalem. There's nowhere in the Bible that says we should be praying to a brick wall and nodding back and forth like the Zionists do. That's something from the Talmud, which is makeshift and made up. It's not of the records of the prophets of the Holy Bible, KJV, the King James Version.
Okay.
So that's really heavy what you're touching on there, sir.
And we got something else to show you.
And Salakia, version 6HA, the brother that asked the question says he understood everything you broke down and he agrees with you. So to water for that.
The water, brother. And welcome to the class. Now we have something else to fire this thing up. We're going to go to the book of Zephaniah 2 verse 4.
Bless you.
Zephaniah 2 verse 4. For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation. They shall drive them out. They shall drive out Ashdod at the noonday, and Akron shall be rooted up. So all of them nastiness, so you see them are going out over there. At noonday, they're going to have to come out. There's no rest for the wicked over there, so yeah. So Gaza shall be forsaken, and that's what is happening now. It's shaking up to the forsaken level where all of them gonna have to go, because not one of them that homeland don't belong to. That real estate, everybody's fighting over it. And look where we are. Look where we are. We sit back in this judgment, relaxing, yeah. We sit back in the judgment, relaxing. Meanwhile, they are fighting over our possession. But woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast of the nation of the Cherubites. The word of the Lord is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Philistine. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitants. So even Canaan, because you know it's Jerusalem, is Northeast Africa. Even they're gonna get shake up, because they have to go back into the rightful place. And we are telling us, no, brother. You see, when we gather you people up like cattle, because you know the word education means cattle, right? When we back on up and put in the right, you understand? You see your hand? Licks up your blast and skirt. I don't know, head swell when we don't beat you know. Because no judgment are gonna be double. And a double for the trouble won't no cause for no self. Because no greedy, red-eyed, and wicked. God choosing people the way you treat them, and then you in the homeland, Jerusalem, and talking about you are the Jews. You can't even be Jew water, because Jew water is more blessed than you. Eh? The Egyptian prime minister tell you that you leave here black and you come back white. We cannot accept you. You cannot live here in peace. And there's no peace over there. Let's go back to the book of Zephaniah 2 verse 4. For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation. They shall drive out Ashdod at noonday. You know, if I take on all nastiness have to come out there at noonday. Not a minute past the noonday, you know, have to come out. Because that kind of behavior and that kind of nastiness so you people are put up with are create over there and behavior like that. You are occupiers. How occupier is so bright that you can go and take over the place and say it belongs to you? 1948 don't give you the right to that. 1948 does not give you the license to somebody's property. You born in my taxi means my taxi belong to you. I don't know want to get Funo where Funo stupidness from. Eh? You born in my taxi because me carry go somewhere. And you pick the born in my taxi, that means my taxi belong to them. Yeah? So that you tell me say no, 1940 you pass through my land because it was unoccupied. And then you're gonna take it over and say you are the real Jews. Then you're gonna have with the wickedness, you're gonna have another tribe to the Jews. When if you read the book of Exodus 1 verse 1, it tells you about the 12 tribe, what will befall us in the last days. It never says nothing about a 13 tribe. Because Jacob never have 13 sons. He have 12 sons, which is the 12 patriarchs. And from there, so the 12 tribes came. So how you get a 13 tribe now? Listen, your wickedness over there outproceed you. And as the book of Zephaniah 2 verse 4 tell you, you have to come out at noonday. Right? Not a minute past the time. It said noonday. So you have to understand, you must be looking another homeland now. Because if you make we come over there and you not come out, it'll go be a serious judgment by you, which I would like. Because my hand, you know, me have got to do it like David. Yes, me have got to put my hand in a beating mood for you. And go and drop licking all about town, you see? You don't understand. You're not supposed to thief and then making war over stolen goods. Why are the Gentiles so prideful all the while? For things when belong to Uno. Uno never seem to humble in Uno space when belong. Uno just feels enough to take over and keep taking and taking and taking. There's no limit to Uno thievery. Right.
So the brother said, thanks for taking my question and answering.
100% of respect to your brother. Any question you put in it, we will answer. Even a Gentile and come fling a stone in it and run, we still answer the question.
His name's version 73.
All right, version 73. Maximum respect to you. And keep learning and keep coming into the truth because the truth is about you.
That's right.
And don't be afraid to ask any question because scholastic levels, we will answer it as best as we can.
We appreciate it.
And we appreciate your question maximumly. And thanks for joining the class online because we know you have a lot of other things you could be doing, but you're making it right for the Most High. So learn and spread the word likewise.
That's right.
Right. So thank you for that. So we're going back to now 1 Timothy 5 verse 13. That's what we were.
Con was at 1 Timothy 5 and I think 13.
Okay. So
the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 13. You want 14?
Let's go down to 14.
Verse 14. I will therefore that the younger woman marry, Salakia, that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Okay. So even there, so you see a standard when you come into the truth, you a standard that you must follow, which the woman, the elder woman, must teach the younger woman how to love their husband. If you see a sister in here, she's as humble as anything, respectful to her husband, and never trying to be rude or disrespectful at any time. Yeah? So there's a lot we can show you in this, how to live, because it's a written record for your people to follow. Don't let these filthy heathens who think they can come because they have power now. Yeah? They have power now. So they think they can show it in your face and get on with them stupidness. Right? Everything that is turned upside down shall return to its origin. Right? We shall teach you and you shall learn. And when you practice in this, perfection comes. But you are practicing to do the wickedness of your pastors and your imams and all of those filthy people who you look up to, where all they want to do is keep it docile. Yes? That's all they want to do. Keep you docile in their wickedness and laugh at you, make mockery at you. In front of your face, some of them bright enough to come and do it. As Job said, in his time. Let's see what Job 30 verse 30 says. Let's see. Job. We need to Job.
The book of Job, verse 30. Salakia, the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Read on.
Verse 31. My harp also is turned to the mourning, and my organ into the voice of them that weep.
Read on.
The book of Job, chapter 31, verse 1. I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then would I think upon a maid?
Okay. My harp is weeping. So we are in weeping because the other nation have we in the region. The other nation are beating on our backs. When Job says, in his time, you could not even sit with his dogs, but now you have power, you start to spit in his face, right? And his harp turned to weeping. That means that Job was in serious mourning. And look at you, other nation now. You're so prideful. You're so pompous. Nobody can tell you that your kingdom is going to fall. But guess what? Surprise, surprise. You will not rule over us forever. Surprise, surprise. God don't love you people. Surprise, surprise. You ain't going to rule this kingdom again because the kingdom will not be left to any other nation.
That's right.
Right? So we at the I.S.U.P.K are telling our people to wake up out of these abominable churches. Wake up and take away yourself from them disgusting people, because they ain't got nothing sensible to teach you. Right? What do you think? Your pastor can advise you more than the Most High? No. Because your pastor taking things from the Bible, the Holy Bible, and twisting it for their benefits.
Right.
The Most High don't want nothing from you because everything belongs to him. Right? So who is better to advise you? The person who is charging you or the person that is giving you for free? The person who is giving you for free have no motive. Right? He has nothing to accomplish. But the pastor who is charging you need the money. So by any means necessary, he will tell you every kind of lies and deception to get that money from you. We are giving it to you for free, so we don't have nothing to accomplish. And you don't want it, but you rather go and take your hard-earned money and pay this wicked, dreadful, and unreasonable man. We stand up and tell you, oh, God love you, you're going to be saved, and everything is going to be all right, and you put more money in the offering plate. Tell him that you have a problem, and he's going to tell you you're not throwing enough money in the offering plate. Ask him where the money go when you get it. That is none of your business. All you have to do is throw the offering. You want a more wicked man than that? And you must come and tell him everything that is going on in your house with your kids and your husband. And did he tell you anything about his life in his house with his wife and his kids? No, because he want to have something over you. When you come here, we don't ask you those questions. We always say, your family okay? Everybody happy? You have any other issues that you like us to help? That's fine. We ain't gonna prod you like cattle prodding you with things to get into your personal business. No. Only if you want to share it, and we'll counsel you, and that's where it ends. You ain't gonna find your business gossiping about everybody in the school. No. Right? Because in this home of the truth, we give you your respect. Not like your pastor who take your respect from you, take your confidence from you, and make you feel like you're not valid if you don't come to church. If you don't throw your offering, you're not a valid member of the church. Eh? What a sick, dreadful, and nasty-minded way of thinking. Brother, let's go to 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 11.
Say that again.
2 Thessalonians 3 verse 11.
3 and 11.
Yes. 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 11.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 11. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies.
There you go. The pastors are busybodies, and they walk among us. Doing what? Lying, deceiving, and bleeding them heart for the money. Your pastor is a pulpit prostitute. We have that in here because we don't want nothing from you. We just want you to wake up and come back to your heritage. That's our only motive, right? Because we were commanded to teach, right? He preach, we teach. Because you preach lies. That's why the Most High call your pastors sleeping dogs lying down on the job, right? He don't even like the preachers because they're always preaching lies and for their own benefits.
Right.
They teach for hire. You cannot go to your pastor and ask him to come and do a ceremony or something for you, which he's not charging you. Paul don't charge nobody. Peter don't charge nobody. Christ never charge anybody. If anything, they give everything free. But your pastor, a glutton, a wicked, dreadful, and unreasonable man. That's Sunday flitters. And look how him have you spinning over in the church just to see like Sunday flitters. What else then are you gonna do when you find out at your age you're still being deceived? You're gonna pass that wickedness on to your kids? You have no love for your family then. What we here give you the truth for free. This is the home of the truth. You won't find the truth nowhere else because we don't water down anything. We give you precepts upon precepts straight from the Bible.
Right.
We are called I.S.U.P.K, Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge, which you're supposed to gravitate towards this practical knowledge. Free. There's not much place giving you things free in this world, you know, because everybody's after the money, because the money is the new God. And guess what? The batty boy are the new bad. So all of these things mix up in the Christian church. Now help you in a no way. But when you come here, so every man has their woman. Nobody's watching your wife. Nobody's looking at your kids like cockeye crook because they have carnal intentions. We don't have that here. Every child is coming to the school is loved and respected by us all, right? Guide them in the way that they should grow. Let them know they have a body and it's the temple of God and they must treat it with respect. In the Christian church, what they tell you? Come as you are. If you're a lesbian, come jump up on pulpit. If you're a batty boy, come swing hips. And the pastor collect the money. And that's all you're going to in there to do. Jump up and down, play music and make nice, and then you get a little refreshment and that's it. That was a good church service today. Really? What have you learned?
There's another question from version 73.
Can check it
Touching on what you're just talking about. He said, version 73 said, why are Christians or so-called Christians so easily conned and tricked by charlatans and warlocks? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Version 73A 6HA. Thank you for your question. That's a very good question again. I can see that you're really opening up your mind to be brainwashed from the wickedness. You see why they are so tricked? It is something that has been passed down to them from their maybe grandmother or mother, telling to believe in pastor. Because remember, you know, in the time when most of our people couldn't read or thing like that, they have like a person in the community they run to their pastor, and their pastors realize, oh, they have a weakness. Let's use this weakness against them to tell them, okay, trust us, and we will sort out everything for you. So anything your pastor tell you to do in those days, your grandmother, I will tell her, listen to Pastor Brown because Pastor Brown know where my preacher. Pastor Brown know all the good people. But you never tell us that Pastor Brown is a wicked man because Pastor Brown might try to molest her one of the day when he in the church to clean it. Yeah? You will never hear a sister in here. So anybody try those things that are. Christians are, what you call it?
The devil the Bible speaks of.
Weak little sheeps who only run for to them pastor. Oh, pastor, I can't do this, but pastor is taking information and processing information more than what you are giving. Okay, she come to me with her problem today and she tell me she's not having a good time at her house with her husband. So guess what? I'm gonna go in and invite her to come to and clean church Sunday, and she's gonna see what me do to her because she's asking me to solve her problem. So it look like say at church, I'm gonna have to be the husband at church. And when the husband come into the church, I greet him just the same. So these Christians have been taught to be gullible and to be respectful to pastor, and you must not say no to pastor because pastor will pray for you and pastor make all kind of other things happen for you, which never happen anyway. Because pastor himself can't even do the thing without the Most High. So him rather serve Satan. Yeah? They are a satanic organization who don't teach our people to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. And the Bible tells us that you must keep it to all generation. You must teach it to your children. And in the home of the truth, we are teaching it to you, and you should teach it to your children. Version 73:6 HA. Thanks for your question. Thanks for the class and all the other sisters online and brothers. Thank you for your support and continue to learn. So with that, we in the class. We give the teacher one courtesy salute.
No, I'm going to hand the class over to Officer Ariala for security announcements.
Sorry, we're going to hand the class over to Officer Ariala for the security announcement.
Okay, clap it up. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out with 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi 3 and 8 to 10. Means a tenth in the Hebrew, Ma'ayashara, 10% of every penny and of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the Feast of First Fruits on the 17th of June. We'll be here in the school celebrating. Get yourself down here if you want to participate in the Feast of First Fruits. That's next Monday, the 17th of June. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are all welcome to the Feast of First Fruits in the school. Remember, 394 Lodge Road, Hockley, Birmingham. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give Officer Mozar one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Madium. I Madium Shabbat. I Madium Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yashai Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yashai Barakatah.
Zamata. Yahweh Shem Yashai Barakatah. Barakatam.
Yad Yamata.
Yadzamata.
Yad Yamata. Class dismissed. Nice class, up. Nice class. Nice class.